Can you guess the cause for 4,400 deaths of teens and young adults each year? It is something that is often overlooked or completely ignored. My name is Adriana, and my goal is to persuade you all to take action to stop bullying. Many people wonder, why is bullying such a big deal, and why should we take this topic so seriously? Bullying is a serious problem that can lead to some terrible consequences. Firstly, we will talk about the negative effects that bullying causes. Secondly, we will talk about some of the solutions to prevent this problem. Thirdly, we will talk about some of the positive and negative outcomes. And lastly, we will talk about how to get involved and take action. First, let's talk about some of the types of bullying. There is physical, verbal, and social. All three types can lead to negative effects such as depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, or physical health problems. I know that some people don't see or realize why this is such a big issue. That may be because they have never experienced it or they have never known anyone who's ever been through something like this. I chose this topic because I got to see how bullying ended someone's life. On June 24th, 2012, a girl I went to high school with committed suicide. And even though I didn't know this person personally and didn't speak to her very much, she was someone that I saw every day in my calculus class. Her mom was later interviewed, and she said that she was the person who had found her daughter. She had read a status on Facebook that her daughter had wrote, and she was questioning why were people so mean to her, and why was there bullies in this world. And I think that's a horrible thing for a mother to do, to have to find your daughter, in a state like that. No one should ever have to experience something like that. I think that only shows how mean people can really be. She was actually bullied because she was really smart. She was a sophomore when I was a senior, and she was taking a calculus class. And she was just super bright. And she was also very short. She was about 4'11", and she was teased a lot about that. And I think the problem is that she never really told anybody. Teachers at school never knew that she was bullied. I think she just kind of kept it to herself, and it just built up inside of her, and one day she just got tired of it. And I just think that when someone is going through something like that, they need to tell somebody, they need to address it, because I think suicide is a horrible thing. And I also think that bullying is not something that is going to go away unless we decide to do something about it. According to the National Education Association, it is estimated that 160,000 children miss school every day due to the fear of being bullied by students. I think that school should be a safe place for everybody. It should be a place where kids and young adults feel comfortable going to. It shouldn't be a place that people are scared to go to. I think it's ridiculous that kids have to make excuses to not go to school. It shouldn't ever be that way. It is irritating to know that some parents and school administrators do not take the subject serious and consider it a way of growing up. It's crazy how some people think that being bullied is a phase that you have to go through. No one should ever have to go through this. No one should ever make somebody feel bad about themselves or insecure, anything like that. Pursuing this further, let's talk about some of the solutions to prevent it. According to nobullying.com, some ways to prevent it are providing teachers with training seminars that discuss how to recognize bullying, holding school assemblies that inform students and teachers about the effects of bullying and how to stop it, and hanging up posters and flyers that remind people about how to report bullying. All of these things are effective in trying to prevent it. Lastly, let's talk about the future and how deciding to act or not to act can affect this. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, suicide is the third leading cause of death for 15 through 24-year-olds, and 2.7 million people suffer every year because of bullying. Can you imagine the satisfaction that we would all feel if we took action in trying to prevent this and make the numbers of people suffering decrease? Or can you imagine the disappointment we would feel if we do nothing about it and let the numbers increase over the years? It is ultimately up to us to prevent horrible things that bullying can lead up to. In conclusion, I want you to really think about ways that you personally can do to get involved and take action. According to Make Beats Not Beatdowns, 56% of students have witnessed some type of bullying in school. I think that most people are scared to speak up and stand up for other people, even when they know something is wrong. I think that speaking up is the best way to prevent bullying from happening. Next time you experience someone getting bullied, think of the horrible things bullying can lead to and decide to do something about it. It is not fair that too many people get away with doing mean things to other people. Thank you.